Warzone has been around for over 5 years. Whether it's been good or bad, we have seen 6 different games officially integrate into it. For today's video, I decided that I was going to rank them from worst to best. This is strictly my opinion, and if you don't agree with it, then I don't know. But anyways, like and subscribe, comment down below on which one was your favorite, and which era you hated the most. In October of 2022, one of the worst, if not the worst Call of Duty would end up coming out, and a month later, it would integrate into Warzone. Warzone 2.0 was from the start to the finish an absolute shit show. I mean, the game was awful, and I think we all know why. But if you didn't play this era, then consider yourself lucky. For starters, movement was gone, loadouts were extremely hard to get, rotations were shitty, game was slow, there was many bugs. Did I mention that there were a million fucking attachments? Not to mention that we also had weapon tuning, which nobody asked for. And again, I need to mention on how bad the movement actually was in this game. I mean, seriously, I know everyone talks about how terrible the movement was, but that shit was awful. Rather this integration was for the best or worst, it certainly left this era to be the most shitty. Anyways, let's move on to number 5. I think it's safe to say that it is finally time to rank BO6. To my opinion, it is second to worst. For starters, I mean the game and its lack of content has been boring as shit, and there are many issues with this game in general. Keep in mind this is the only integration of Warzone that has gotten worse instead of better. Even in MW2, the game was progressively getting better and better and better. It was still shitty, don't get me wrong, but it was getting better with every update. The first 2 seasons of BO6 were fun as hell, and it left the game with so much potential because of the new omni movement. But after season 3, it fucked everything up. Verdansk, great idea, however, executed terribly. Nerfing the movement was definitely not the smartest decision. And even after season 3, they nerfed it even more! With slower movement and increasing the TTK, people in the COD community did not like it whatsoever. And I honestly agree, it was not it. BO6 has so much potential, and I personally think it could have been the best era of Warzone had they not touched the movement. Nonetheless, in Season 5, there hasn't really been any major changes. And on top of the fact that the movement is still slow and content is very much needed in the game, it looks pretty grim. But anyways, this is why BO6 is at number 5, and let's move on to the next era. Vanguard's integration into Warzone was very interesting. It's without a doubt the worst integration that was ever in the original Warzone engine, but it was definitely the most fun in my opinion. For starters, the weapons given to us in this era were incredible. The Blixen, the MP40, the Owen gun, you name it. It was a very good time in Warzone. On top of the Sims getting a buff and becoming Goat Juice, this made the game way more enjoyable to play. I liked Vanguard, but to be honest, there was a lot, and I mean a lot of issues that were wrong with this game, and I don't think it deserves to be any higher than it is. Nonetheless though, this was a very good time during Warzone, and playing Rebirth during this era was fun as hell. You know, MW 2019 was something special. Oh, fuck. You know, MW19 was something special, but I definitely do think it's overrated, and we are a little bit blinded by nostalgia. Don't get me wrong though, those first few months of Warzone were something else, but at the end of the day, it really wasn't that good. I think it was personally only good because of COVID, and we literally had nothing else to do other than play the game. I will say though, using the Growl, the Kilo, and the AMAX on OG Verdansk was incredible, and it can never be recreated. I just think that some of the other eras that I haven't named yet are just way better than this one. MW 2019 though, was a good era for Warzone, and let's not get that twisted. I just personally think that MW3 and Cold War Warzone was better just because of the content alone. But anyways, let's move on to number 2. Perfection. It was perfect. While yes, there are definitely a few problems with this game, like for example cheaters in the servers, this game's gameplay and mechanics were amazing. New content almost every week, the introduction of conversion kits, and the many events that we got along with the updates that consistently kept getting better and better, yeah, that's why it's at number 2. And that's why, to my opinion, I think it's better than MW19. And can we talk about when Rebirth came back? Oh my. And the Prime Superior, man. That shit was incredible. I think MW3 Warzone was definitely underrated, and to my opinion, it is one of the best, if not the best era of Warzone, and it needs to be credited way more than it actually is. Unfortunately, it is too bad that BO6 reverted most of the progress that MW3 made for Warzone, but at the end of the day, this era was great, and I didn't really see any of the community complaining that much about the game, other than basically what I named, like the cheaters and the servers. MW3 Warzone, though, was fantastic. And let's move on to number 1. A lot of you might actually hate me for this one, but yeah, I got this at number 1, and here's why. The weapons, the aesthetic, the updates, and everything just got better and better and better when this game came out. Rebirth also came out during this time. The lore was amazing. On top of the fact that we had gotten some of the best camos and blueprints that have ever came to the game, the events in this game were also amazing. I mean, has there ever been a time in Warzone where we got to play Rebirth Island at night? Not to mention, we get the best haunting event to ever take place, and some of the best skins that have ever came to the game, like Ghostface, Darko, you name it. Cold War Warzone was just peak during this time, and that's why it's at number 1. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like on this video. I know this one took quite a while for me to upload, so I do apologize for that. If you guys want more videos like this, let me know down in the comments below. Be sure to check out my other videos as well. Also, I now have a Discord server for my channel. If you guys want to be a part of my videos or give me video ideas and just overall be part of a community, then go ahead and join it. It is linked below in the description. It really isn't active right now since there isn't a lot of members, but if you like joining it, then go ahead. But anyways, I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.